We know Colorado's public lands are an important issue to everyone in our state. Now there's an effort to bring the federal agency that manages much of that land here to the west. A bill in Congress calls for moving the Bureau of Land Management headquarters out of Washington, D.C. Stan Bush live in Lakewood tonight with the possibility. Stan?
Well, and Jim, perhaps the BLM could be moved here to the Federal Center in Lakewood, or maybe even the Western Slope. Certainly, there would be a lot of competition for it throughout the West. And with that, Western politicians are increasingly saying that they want this to happen. Some of America's most iconic landscapes are managed thousands of miles away from the sandstone cliffs of Bears Ears or the Anasazi Pueblos standing in the Four Corners.
Our public lands are in Colorado and Utah and Arizona, and to have people that are helping to administer them that are closer to the land, that are kind of part of the land, it will really be a step up in public land management. Jared Polis is just the latest in Congress to join the call for the Bureau of Land Management to move from Washington, D.C. to somewhere in the West. I would say that the closer the BLM is to the public lands that we treasure in Colorado, the more likely they are to understand the importance of these lands to our economy, to our Western way of life. The bill was introduced early this year by Republican Scott Tipton, co-sponsored by mostly Western Republicans and two other Democrats, including Ed Perlmutter. It's receiving new attention after the Trump administration announced it would reduce the size of national monuments in Utah by 2 million acres. It's a great alternative to this direction of privatizing or selling off our public lands. Critics, however, worry moving federal agencies would risk local job markets, particularly if administrations threaten to slash the size of the federal workforce. Now, all of this right now is just speculation, and Polis adds that this would not keep administrations from deciding to shred existing monuments. But he says that it could influence opinions inside the agency. We're live tonight in Lakewood. Stan Bush covering Colorado First.